I showed up. I'm Easy11. Thank you for checking out my channel. Randomly react and review first. Hopefully, everybody's maintaining their prosperity. My guys, today's movie reaction will be Death on the Nile. You guys wanted me to check this one out, and I was looking forward to checking this one out. Before there was some kind of death on the Nile, there was a murder on the Oriental Express. I checked out that movie some months ago and did a reaction to it on this channel. And when I think about that movie, it still gives me the shivers because of how good it was. So tonight, I guess we'll be checking out the sequel to that movie. Death on the Nile came out 2022. I also see that there was, I'm guessing, the original that came out 1978. And as well, I got information from you guys that these movies come from some type of book series that's really good. So I am aware. Okay, so Armie Hammer, that sounds familiar. But however, allegedly, I guess there's some type of controversy with him with some sexual assault allegations. So yikes. And I see this one is directed by Kenneth Branagh, and it stars Kenneth Branagh. So I'm watching the third movie that he directed and starred in. Yeah, and I also did a movie reaction to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and he also directed and starred in that one. Yeah, I reacted to that one over a year ago. That movie was very good. I did like that one. Other than Kenneth, the other stars, it looks like this is loaded with a whole bunch of stars. We got Gal Gadot, Tina Fey, and what's it? Russell Brand is in this one. He's known to be in a few movies that brought a lot of laughs. You know, I liked some of his early movies. They were pretty funny. I guess he's going through maybe some kind of controversy as well. I think he's, you know, I don't get too deep into people's business, but I'm guessing he's in trouble, and it's also a bad look that he was dating a 16-year-old from somewhere in Europe. And I guess wherever that location is, it's legal. The legal age is 16 over there. So I don't know about that one. That's not my cup of tea. Yeah, I had to make sure. So I'm guessing he's the one that put this information out there, or he's confirming this information, because he says that, I guess he says these statements. Please don't quote me on it, but he was 30 years old and she was 16. So I don't really agree with that. That's kind of a little weird to me, but to each his own. So out of all this alleged disgusting behavior and controversy going on with this movie, hopefully the outcome, it produces a good movie. That's what we're looking for. Death on the Nile. Let's see what this got. Dang, Halloween around World War I. My people's in Belgium. If you guys have some information on this kind of stuff, what's going on here, please let me know. Oh, the doggo. That bird didn't scare them? Those must be some tough soldiers.
Les ordres du PC, mon capitaine.
Et de prendre le pont. Il faut nous attendre à de lourdes pertes.
Personne n'y arrivera vivant à ce pont.
Gardez votre sang-froid, messieurs. Ça fait des siècles que nos poètes rêvent de mourir pour l'amour. Je suppose que nous devrions nous estimer heureux.
Il y a une autre solution, capitaine.
That's the detective, right?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Poirot?
They de-aged him, but it looks kind of strange.
Que le vent tourne à l'est. Vous voyez. Ce matin, ils sont en avance. Ils nous signalent que derrière le gaz, nous aurons gagné peut-être 200 mètres de terrain à découvert.
Nous serons gazés pendant qu'ils nous exterminent, c'est ça que vous voulez?
Je ne m'entends pas.
I hope he's sure. See, I thought they were on a suicide mission, but knowing that he's with them, they might come out of this alive.
Vous aviez raison! Vous avez l'esprit bien trop aiguisé pour un fermier, Poirot! Non, capitaine!
That man was too hasty. GG.
I asked you not to come.
I'm a nurse, too. I heard there was a wounded soldier whose instincts on the battlefield saved his entire company.
I did not save my captain. And you agreed to marry me before all of this. Catherine, you should go.
Do you have any idea how love works? You love someone, you love them through all their moods and changes over time. I love you.
What about this?
Oh, no. Is that why he got that big, long mustache? Ah, sweet. Even though he does look like Frankenstein's monster.
You'll grow a moustache.
Ah. Well, I kind of feel like that whole scene was just to give the origin story of his weird-looking mustache. London, 1937. There you go. Make sure I take some notes. I think I'm gonna need it for this.
Poirot, you solved the case in Egypt.
It's a great success, but I must return.
I think they're talking about the murder on the Oriental Express.
The whole house is wondering why there's no music.
There's no music because no money's been paid. Men who run such upright, quality establishments like yours lose their wallets when the bill comes. Rosalie Audubon. I'm not just Salome Audubon's manager, I'm her niece. She'll retire wealthy, and I'll see to that. First, I want to see a stack of green or whatever color money is in your country. You remember my name now.
Like they want to do a lot more than dancing. Now, come on, y'all. Look at this. Y'all be saying that I be talking about sex when there is no sex situations. I'm pretty sure he wants to. Gadot, she's a wonderful woman. She even had her Wonder Woman Snyder cut slow motion introduction.
See, we have there are 7.
Indeed, 7 of them.
The number. Now we have the even numbers. This is good. Which should I take away? I do not know.
Indecisive ass.
It's not fair looking like that and getting to be you.
Oh, well, I asked Louise to pick out something special to see my Jax.
Guys, we got to pay attention to these relationships going on here. With these kind of movies, you cannot miss anything. I'm gonna figure out who's gonna be committing these deaths on the Nile. I gotta make sure my eyes is glued and locked in.
Engaged?
You know, in these movies, it's set up.
And square and boyish and beautifully simple. We're desperate to be married as soon as possible. That's why I wanted to see you.
You're not.
What? No.
Pray go.
Sex a lot. A job. You bought that new estate. You'll need someone to fix it up for you and run it. He's unemployed, but he's country through and through, and he knows all about estates, I swear.
Oh, darling, you got it so bad. Be careful.
It's too late.
That was naughty of me.
That was kind of naughty of him.
Darling, meet the Golden Girl, as advertised. Lynette Ridgway.
Pleased to meet my new land agent.
Is it just me, or is Lynette, is that her name? Lynette? Gal Gadot? Is she giving little flirtatious eyes right now?
Take her to the dance floor, silly. Go and thank her properly.
Look at his nosy ass. I know that's probably his nature, being the world's greatest detective. Self-proclaimed, maybe, perhaps? I'm not too sure.
Hear the words that I'm saying. Love is around me. Evil thoughts to find me. But oh, if you leave me, I will die.
I'm surprised he's not enjoying himself. And where is his fiance at?
A light is over all. Rock me in a
That man trying to taste her goodies on the dance floor. Ha, I like how they threw that out there. Like, she might murder somebody because of her jealousy. The river. Now, six weeks later. He got his 2 eggs. That man love those eggs. I mean, that is kind of weird to just be sitting, staring in front of the pyramids, alone.
Monsieur! Monsieur, alors? You are defiling one of the wonders of the world! And also, by the way, ruining a sublime Jaffa cake! Monsieur!
This doesn't even concern you.
Poirot! What are you doing here?
Oh, that's his guy from the first movie?
All the pyramids in all the world, you have to walk up to mine. What a small world. Poirot, it is good to see you. Are you on an exotic holiday or an exotic case?
Cases, I am in hiding from cases.
Is he doing it again? Because in the first one, he's the one that got him on the Oriental Express.
Uncle sacked me off the train once he found out that I did nothing. I tried jobs, and I couldn't fathom mornings, but I've made ends meet as a kept man. Come! Behind every kite-flying man, there is a woman.
Okay.
And I have ever loved Mother. Mother, you must meet Hercule Poirot.
Why?
He's only the greatest detective alive. No, he's quite correct, actually.
You're quite the most ludicrous man I have ever seen.
Not the first time I've heard this.
And you're
She
in my
doesn't like
views.
his mustache.
Mother, Poirot here is my friend, and he's famous.
She is very
And
talented.
he's joining our dinner tonight.
Is he?
I cannot intrude.
Oh, no, not at all. You bump. Oh, is that me?
Might be.
Be nice.
Egypt is so beautiful and fascinating. I mean, man, I do have to visit that place before I go. The big bye-bye. So much curiosity from speculation on how those pyramids were even constructed so many thousands of years ago. Okay, it looks gorgeous.
Now please see this telegram sent off as soon as able. Not another soul sees it.
No, I'll do it. Hotel, but I won't be party to the oppression of the working class. Unless it's me, of course.
Russell Brand.
Dignity.
You know what I love about like good movie experiences with good actors? Seeing them get out of their norm, whatever's like their normality, because he's usually a comedian. I'm looking forward to seeing him in this more serious role, if the controversy with him is declined.
Sweet, it's just me and my nurse Bowers. I'm Mrs. Doyle's godmother.
Hey, what's her name? From Game of Thrones. She was Jon Snow's girlfriend, right? In real life and on the show.
Is it very expensive?
Merci.
Bling bling.
The cost of this party could feed a village for a year. It's an obscene
Yeah,
extravagance.
that was a
wonderful,
ginormous lobster.
Please welcome the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Simon Doyle.
Wait, what?
Ah, love, it is not safe.
My eyes are playing tricks on me. Is that the guy from the beginning of the movie dancing with the other girl? If this is true, she shouldn't have never let him dance with her friend. And that's kind of sleazy of him as well.
Lucky devil. Fancy finding the one heiress without adenoids and flat feet. Eloped as fast as they could.
Convention be damned.
Yeah, that is him.
By chance, that's the way I look.
Like $1 million. Make that 2 million.
Oh, my wedding gift from Simon.
Paid for with her account, so.
The other girl from Game of Thrones, she was really eyeing that necklace piece. There's a lot of throw-offs and misdirections going on so far. I got it.
Simon. Cousin Andrew, my trustee for all Ridgeway affairs. He's practically family.
I'm only here for the champagne. Sacred honor. And...
I know you're all thinking there's a mystery at play here. The case of why in the hell would Lynette Ridgway marry him?
Yeah, I am wondering
smart or
that.
romantic. Well, I don't even want to say it, lest the thieves come and steal you away.
To the bride and groom.
Bride and groom.
He looked like he didn't like that.
Salome Otterborn sang the night we met, so I begged your old pal Rosalie to beg her to travel with us.
Caviar? Yuck, I don't like that stuff. Damn, she hugging him kind of personally.
Mr. Windlesham proposed to Miss Ridgway when she was still Miss Ridgway. He and the papers both had the deal as good as done. If I were in his shoes, I'd only come here to put a bullet in the groom. Who our other guests? Lynette's the godmother's nursemaid Bowers, who covets it, as does Lynette's own maid, poor old Louise. Oh, his cousin Andrew. He's a slippery fish. The only one who seems to like Lynette at all is her old schoolmate Rosalie. She's Salome Otterborn's niece.
That was a lot of exposition right there.
Looking good, Simon.
Come, everyone, let's go! Come on.
Again.
Oh, she got the red dress on like she's here to murder.
So, how's Lynette?
The audience is supposed to assume that she's definitely here to murder, but I'm thinking this has a little bit more to it than the obvious.
Monsieur Poirot, sorry about the high drama last night. Do think about giving us another go tonight.
You are much too kind to strangers.
Oh!
Careful! Careful!
That lady better get her pets.
It's Jackie de Belfort. She's followed us every step of our honeymoon. She and I, we were engaged.
She doesn't say a thing. She only shows up and sits and stares.
Pardonnez-moi, non? There is no case.
You guys probably ruined her life. Who knows what she planned or gave up, or she was just trying to get him a job because he was unemployed. That's why she introduced him to her.
It's indecent what she's doing, and melodramatic, and she's making an ass of herself.
Indecent.
See, when I
Yeah,
was
some
with
nerve.
Jackie, I liked her. Lucky me, she felt the same. I could have punched the sun.
Instead, you broke your engagement.
That's a fact.
Now, maybe she hasn't committed a crime yet, but I know Jackie. She will.
They might potentially be trying to set her up. Confused. She just looks heartbroken.
Do I know you? We met during the school play. Antony and Cleopatra. I was Cleopatra until the teacher came a week before opening and decided to give my part to Lynette. First, I did it just to be near him. Then I got bold.
Mademoiselle de Belfort, you must give this up. What he's done is done. Bitterness will not undo it. He is married.
Simon loves me. I know it.
Oh,
Love that
she
fierce
needs some help.
doesn't vanish. It's a 22 caliber.
Damn her. All right,
This way. Don't dawdle.
What's the
Hurry on.
scam here, Simon? I thought we were sightseeing today.
Yes, I know I invited. Made a surprise turn at the water, after all.
I have immortal longings in me.
Gorgeous!
Why don't we have done like that?
You got too much money, Lynette.
I told you it'll all be fine. Jackie won't be able to follow us anymore.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. She's probably underneath that boat in scuba gear.
About your things, darling, Louise will go back and pack up all your rooms for you and meet us at Geelong.
Happy to miss.
Okay, I detect underneath she probably hates being like a servant. I'm not too sure. I just get those vibes. She probably get paid well, so I can be wrong.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile.
Nervous ass.
Catherine, mon amour.
What happened?
Monsieur,
I think he did have a picture of her in the first movie as well.
It is an honor, and it is convenient to my own plans.
Okay, so there's a plot hole for me because when he was in war, that scar he had was like, it was all over his face. It was on his lip. He must have had plastic surgery.
I wish we'd gone home, like you said. I don't feel safe here. When you have money, no one is ever really your friend. Now I'm remembering old jealousies.
I hope he pays attention because this is how... What was Johnny Depp's character in the first one? I forget.
I don't feel safe with any of them.
Not even your husband?
I hoped you might watch for us.
Oh, okay. I thought she was doubting him as well. Or maybe she is.
I know. Tactless to talk business to a bride on a honeymoon.
Bad lawyer.
The Ceylon land concession, the obvious changes to the new will, the lease of the London. Is all quite straightforward?
Oh, I'm sorry, cousin. You know me. Never met a contract they couldn't find.
Why all these people in their business?
I've never read a contract in my life. Any deal that can't be made with a handshake just isn't for me. Go on, Lenny. Sign it. The sooner you do, the sooner we can get to bed.
You were the first girl who ever told me that a woman can run her affairs as well as a man or better.
Yeah. Mind you, so far they're all sus, and they all feel like shifty characters.
Madame, I'm so moved. Your bluesy music has joy on top for the dancing, yet there is tragedy in there too.
You've, taken quite a keen interest in Salome Otterborn.
But what of the niece? A beguiling lady, no?
Is she?
A cool, methodical... Rosalie Otterborn is an overtly beautiful woman, and Book has not spoken to her once.
Look, I've been bursting to tell you, she is the cleverest, most shocking, most alive woman I've ever met.
Madame Book does not support the match, eh?
She's never cared for anyone I've ever brought home. But for Rosalie, I want to be good.
That was a nice shot with the camera, just there.
Remember, we have new guests arriving at Abu Simbel. Night.
Uh-oh. The crew's leaving for the night. I kind of feel like that makes it easy to set up for whatever's about to happen. That was a plot design. The detail with the architectural design is it's just a wonder. I'm not going to get into any of my controversial proposals, but those are very detailed. I mean, how many years ago have they done this? They must have had some type of great technology and equipment.
What's that? The sandstorm is miles away, madam. No need to worry.
I can't find my tube of carmine red. Can't be expected to capture this horizon.
Missing red paint?
Time to be side by side for eternity is inhumane.
Why must you be so cynical, Mother?
I think it will double it. I think you and that beautiful girl will be the exception. It's my job to protect you. You think I don't know what you're after? You want my blessing to marry that girl? Well, you can't have it.
We'll make it on our own.
How's that?
You approve of them?
First man she ever brought home. A wealthy lawyer, straight, narrow. Now it's this penniless book who drinks too much and laughs too loud. And I like him best.
Do you have a husband, madame?
I've had a handful of husbands.
Uh-oh.
Each one a handful. Are you married, Mr. Poirot?
I have not that felicity.
Which felicity do you have?
I have my books.
Calm down, buddy. Relax.
Platform, but no sign of anyone.
Do you think someone did that on purpose?
She's really paranoid, huh? How in the hell?
Small world.
There's nothing we can do!
I don't care. She always does this. Just tell me what it costs to get her. I'll buy the whole damn boat if I have to. I'll buy the whole damn country.
What was he? Where'd he come from?
Nobody's fault but mine.
But to be fair, she knows what she's doing. She shouldn't be following these people around. That's very unhealthy.
Louise, have you seen my scarf? I swear I had it earlier.
No, Miss Marie.
Evidence,
You don't take your
maybe?
meals with us.
Some detective. My ledger? You've taken my book.
I confuse you with my Edwin Drood in the parlor.
Jackie might not be able to see reason, but we can. In the morning, and then donkey to rail to ship to Woad Hall, and then familiar beds forever. To hell with Jackie de Belfort.
Are they saying that right there? She can hear you. Exactly. What the fuck?
To going home.
To going home.
Thank you.
Put something in his drink? I don't know. I'm suspicious on everything. Yeah, you gotta ask permission to take people pictures.
You're sorry to see me.
Yeah.
Like it or not, I will die if we are parted.
I once felt as you do. I thought that if I lost her, I should die. Begged for her to come at Christmas to be together. She came, but the train. After Catherine, I became.
Wait, that was very ambiguous, but I'm guessing he feels responsible for her death and something happened on the train?
Whatever it is I am now. I was going to be a farmer. Forgive me, there's champagne.
I'm done with today. Time for bed, my love.
They don't gotta do that in front of her.
You're not joining her, Simon.
Oh, we've already made love today.
Twice.
3 times.
Sleep well, La Reine Linette.
I wish you well. I'm not sorry for what we did, but I'm so sorry for what it did to you. You were the only one who never cared about the money.
I don't think she wants to hear that shit. I don't know who's the bad guy in this.
God, I feel so free and so fat-headed for not turning around sooner.
Heart and body, I gave you all of me.
A few months of good times? It's like trying to remember a party after you've been sick.
Simon, don't be cruel.
I've run dry on sympathy. You're a fool if you thought I could ever love you again. I don't think I ever did.
Holy shit.
You didn't mean that? Say you don't mean it! Sorry.
What?
Simon. No. I'll get the doctor. Rosalie! Bowers!
What's going on?
It's Simon, in the parlor. It looks bad. Rosalie, stay there. I will find Nurse Bowers.
Surely they all can't be in on it, right? That would be a complete repeat of the first movie.
What's going on out there? What's the matter?
It's Jackie. Bring your back.
What's happened?
This way.
What's happened?
I'll give you something to ease the
Are you sure you don't want to make it hurt more, Doctor? Settle the score.
bone's shattered.
Don't leave her alone. She could hurt herself.
She won't.
Giving her something to calm her down. I'll stay with her.
Good. Come on. Let's get into bed.
I'm surprised he's still asleep. What was that? He slept through that because he was drugged. Like the first movie, the person that gets killed, they try to warn the detective first. Damn, she was killed so elegantly. Not much blood.
Time of death.
6 hours ago. 8 at most.
1 bullet. Small caliber. Probably a .22.
It's impossible. I was with her all night.
I'm thinking, is it possible that that could have been self-inflicted? Maybe not, okay. And that gun was out of the lady that brought the gun on. That was out of her possession after she shot that guy, but it could have been made to look like, oh.
Slept right here. Out cold.
Could she have left even for a moment?
Scared she might hurt herself, so I gave her enough morphia to fell an elephant.
Was there a single moment when Mademoiselle de Belfort left? You did not want my assistance.
No, stop that. She was Lynette's friend.
It's all right. He's a bloodhound. Let him sniff. Simon was with the doctor and Jackie was with it.
The mysterious case of the vanishing pistol.
No! Help me. Please. You have to find out who killed my wife.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was him. Seen the first one, Murder on the Oriental Express, you know that anybody's capable of doing this. Anybody. Oh boy, this is really good right now. I love these situations. My mind is just, it's going.
It's not here.
The plot thickens.
So did you see that?
Alors, so Miss Lynette, where? Dead? Miss Lynette was suspect of his intentions on me. Just a maid. She had him investigated.
This...
No, I did have a cigarette inside. Oh, you're all staring at me. It's making me...
I know you've always taken good care of Lynette, and I will be certain to take care of you.
In these circumstances.
Mr. Perfectionist.
Doctor, before you go, your thoughts to her were always tender. What of the husband?
I don't know him well.
To say? What do you want me to say? Don't I know I'm ridiculous?
He's using some good interrogation strategies right now.
I'm not a fool. I knew she was settling for me.
Little Linny and cousin Andrew.
I knew her since we were children. The practice.
Did you hear anything of the commotion last night?
I was all snores by 11. With Linny gone, the estate will have to be redrawn.
May I see them?
Forgive me, these are confidential.
I believe they extend your stewardship of Madame Doyle's estate despite her marriage, no?
Who told you?
I am Hercule Poirot. I do not need to be told. Did you kill her?
I don't benefit a dime from her death, Mr. Poirot. You can look at the will I revised.
Perhaps the intention was not to inherit, but to conceal.
So, if I wanted to kill her, I would have used this.
That doesn't prove anything.
45.
That would be the shocking twist.
If you wouldn't mind her coming alone.
I damn well would.
Kept vigil with Mademoiselle de Belfort. Did she make threats against Lynette Doyle?
Her threats were against herself.
Feeling as you do. With your charge, Mademoiselle de Belfort, you are free to move about the ship, to find the gun,
No.
to shoot Lynette Doyle while she sleeps.
Stop interfering. I don't approve of this interrogation. I mean, who are you to question us?
I am the working man.
He accuses everyone of murder.
It is a problem, I admit.
That I would kill my own goddaughter for money. I already gave away a phone.
Just a truly first-rate housekeeping staff.
He's off his rails.
Beds made every day. But you know, when I saw Mademoiselle de Belfort asleep in Miss Barrois' room, the bed was as it had been on our first, as yet unslept in. Where did you find Miss Barrois when you sought her aid?
In Mrs. Van Scarler's room.
Her servant is no servant, nor nurse, only companion. Love. People kill for love.
Well done, young man. Go get yourself cleaned up.
It's your scarf.
How in
It went missing. I've been looking.
hell did he get that? I knew it was
It has
something
had
up
an
with that
adventure
scarf
in your
being missing.
absence, with bullet holes. Also a bloodied handkerchief and the .22 Derringer belonging to Jacqueline de Belfort.
Ooh, I like this.
Flirtation, however delightful, will have no effect.
A woman shows you a direct bit of interest, and you assume it can only be to hide guilt.
You knew Lynette Doyle before you came to entertain us, yes? You did not like her.
I stay polite.
Monsieur Doyle mentioned an incident with the victim long ago.
A young girl complained to her papa about having to share the pool with a colored. We were told to leave, and when I did not abide, I was made to. Monsieur Poirot, if I put a bullet in everyone who took a pot shot at me for not keeping to my place, the world would be littered with dead white ladies.
Taught by a bad daddy. But she became my friend in boarding school. It was as easy to hate as love.
That is a very honest reply. I thank you both for your time with your hat in the turban style. But it is out of the fashion, no?
Not when I wear it.
Indulge me, please, to remove it.
Oh, it's all right, Rosie. He's driving at an answer he already knows.
.22 caliber like the one that killed Lynette Doyle.
I've used it if you want to ask.
You interrupted a poor time, madam.
You're meant to be the detective, yet I found this.
What?
Didn't take it?
No, which is why our killer has remanded it to your custody to return. Thank you.
Man, this whole situation is...
A discovery.
Why would my mother murder Lynette?
Book, you said your mother was furious with Lynette for making you a pair. Madame, it was Lynette Doyle who introduced your son to a woman you distrust, no? Enough indeed. I am now prepared to present the conclusions of my other, more secret case and put it to rest. I will make my own confession. When we met in Giza, I told you I was on vacation for my... I was and have been on a case.
What case?
You. At the request of your mother, Madame Book.
My mother, in distress.
To determine the character and fitness of the show business woman who had stolen your heart.
You did this to me.
I'm your mother.
That's why you're in Giza. How we met. Accidentally.
I am sorry.
I had to make you see what she is.
Having observed Rosalie Otterborn, having inspected her books of accounting, yes, I know. Please forgive me, madame.
What?
She drinks little, she tips well, she pays her employees and her taxes on time to the dime. As for her adopted mother, she drinks to excess twice a week or more. And I believe that at least 2 of our marriages were not, I think, strictly legally ended, but she is a magnificent personality.
Rosalie Ottavon is irrevocably in love with your son, and is his better in virtue. She is more than fit. She is a find.
Did not trust her, despite the detective. I still don't.
I love her.
Point. Love isn't patient or kind. It envies and boasts and doesn't care who gets mowed down.
She's definitely pushing her jaded point of view. That's wrong.
Love fails.
He really wants your permission, but he doesn't need it. Any more than I need to meet your standard. Or yours. Wanna know what I make of your character? He is obsessive, is lonely for a reason. A detestable, tiresome, bombastic, egocentric little freak.
Ottavon, I owe you an explanation. Please, allow me to
They
apologize.
all are acting.
She was murdered on board within the last hour.
If indeed she had, she might have offered her silence for a sum of money, a blackmail.
You killed them. It was his scalpel. He killed Louise.
Okay, buddy, don't be too hasty. Your suspicious ass need to call it quits anyway.
Was bilking her for millions.
You murder! Ah! I will kill you!
Oh, that's the one from Game of Thrones.
How many have to die before you do something? A throat cut while you run me over the coals.
In any case, we'll reach the port by morning. For now, it's safest if we just keep to our own cabins with the doors locked.
Okay, my guys. For me, I'm going with the husband and his original fiance from the beginning of the movie. That's what my gut is telling me, but they all are suspicious as hell.
Who can do such a thing? You must have some theory, Monsieur Poirot.
In your investigation, I must ask you to remain as witness to this interview. How long did you know Lynette?
I know your tricks. I've seen this play before from that side of the table. We weren't close, just familiar. I think because I haven't done anything. So ask whatever you like.
Why did you not wake Lynette when Simon was shot?
Poirot. Don't. Be asleep. She said that she had taken a sleeping pill.
Rubbish! But you lied to me! You lie in my face!
This could be a throw off because the husband is right there. I wonder why he would even be here. Maybe I think too much about these things. I don't know. I'm lost again. Who could it be?
What happened? Did he kill Lynette?
Was it you and Rosalie together? No, she is honest too. Proud to live well from theft. You alone did. She was sleeping. You saw the necklace. You were assaulted by temptation. But she woke catching you, so you shot her.
No, I didn't.
All to secure a stolen fortune so you would not need permission to marry, only her blessing.
I didn't kill anyone.
And Scarf, you did not kill her, but you did go to the Doyle's cabin.
You took the necklace.
After I told you of the cabin search, you're arguing with someone, demanding money. You saw her throat cut. Stole, so you hid it in your mother's room, believing that she would catch no blame. Quote.
He's really, really good at this.
You will face punishment for theft. You will face prison.
I'll lose Rosalie.
She loves you.
I wanted to tell you. We could run off and get married.
No obligations, we'd be free. You were a terrible friend, Poirot. Why did you have to teach me to be good? What people will do for love.
Come on!
No.
That hot water didn't affect him?
I heard gunshots.
Did you catch whoever it was?
Was someone hurt?
Damn, that's fucked up. He just wanted to have a happy
I have
happy
never
life.
seen anyone so happy when he was with you.
You told me how much you hoped you'd be happy one day, too. I don't want you happy. I want you to find who did this.
Boy, and this one, they upped the body count. Who the hell is that just camping, roasting marshmallows by themselves?
Because we'd be at port by sunrise. If the local police saw a dark man holding a gun, they'd shoot me before I ever saw a news.
You have failed your every duty.
I did fail. Lynette Doyle, Louise Bourget, Book. I will not fail him now.
The murderer is here.
And will stay here.
This is so juicy right now.
Would give anything for is one conversation with Book.
A person like Lynette Doyle, there are so many conflicting hates and jealousies.
Who would want to kill her? Book showed me too late. A person in love will do anything. Love makes us do reckless things, rash things. A boulder falls, rash. Louise murdered, Wild, Book shot. Then Andrew Cacciadorian, doing as he did at the temple of Abu Simbel, where he wandered off alone, desperate, where he saw an opportunity, hope. He pushes one.
I don't know what I was thinking. I saw them below, and thank God I missed. I loved her. I didn't kill her.
No, he did not. Why did you paint him in a green jacket he wore red on the pyramid?
My red paint went missing.
It was stolen by her husband, Simon Doyle.
Me? Could he? He was shot.
Yes, he was shot. We know this for certain. What we do not know for certain is when he was shot or what he did in the moments after. Because Madame Doyle wore blood-red nail polish which had for him an intended use. This gone, Madame Book's paint would. So to be safe, he puts me to sleep. A single glass of champagne, at his insistence, sends me to my bed with my head. You saw Simon collapse, a blood-soaked handkerchief to his leg, at which point you left him. He picks up the pistol. He runs to his wife's cabin, and he shoots her through the temple. Eliminated them, but it was not used on her. It was instead used here to muffle the sound of another shot.
What's the matter, Boo? He's been murdered.
But he took the gun one more time and fired it into his own leg. So the handkerchief, the scarf, and the gun, and throws them into the waters of the Nile. Then your alibi is secured. You avoid suspicion. Indeed, you ensure the multitude of suspects.
You are mad. That I would shoot myself and then somehow kill Louise and Book.
He did not kill them. The second and third murders were
committed by his accomplice in the first and Jacqueline de Belfort. His lover wants his lover still. Double alibis, the grieving husband left to inherit his wife's fortune and then in time to marry the woman he loves. Have seen the killer, not yes, not no, but the veiled threat to Lynette's killer, who was present in the room. Simon Doyle, no doubt, sent a message to Jacqueline, warning her of the new danger, telling her where to find her weapon.
When Book detected who had killed Louise, Simon shouted a warning before he could reveal Jacqueline de Belfort.
You killed my son. I'll see you die for this.
Rosie, please. He has no proof.
True, I have only a... But it came with a gift, the handkerchief. Set the color of blood to a dull brown. In those same mysterious waters, carmine red paint will fade.
Oh, how clever is Hercule Poirot?
Was the ambition his or yours?
He needed things. Simon, what do we do?
Let's go.
They'll take us in, we'll be separated.
We get off the boat now, and we run.
Give it to me.
We've got to go now, and we've got to be strong.
We're gonna be strong.
Damn.
I'm sorry you have become so wealthy.
Nothing I can't fix.
You will arrest me now?
No. So long as you settle her affairs.
He seems to always let them go at the end.
There's nothing for me in London anymore. West Africa. Perhaps I can do some good there.
Strange things brings people together. Now them two.
I wish I'd never got to see you work.
Perhaps.
He couldn't do it. He's gonna try to get the number.
In the storm, life is raging.
Thought the scar was a lot larger in the beginning, but okay, I get it. I think they would be a really good couple. Outstanding. Kind of predictable, but this was outstanding. I was entertained and interested and so full of suspicion. I just wanted my curiosity to be released, and I came up with my final results kind of toward the third act of the movie. Now, I don't want to judge it on being kind of predictable, so I'll start off by definitely giving this one a thumbs up, right? Let's make that clear right away. Do I think this one was better than the first one? No, it was just, that first one was far too emotional, had too much emotional attachments with it. So the first one was on a different level, but this one was really good as well. I was taking notes and stuff. So, all right, before I get to that, I did predict who the murderers were. You know, that was fun for me. So before I started doing YouTube, whoever was around me, I made it a thing for me to try to figure out what was going to happen at the end of the movie. So that's how I basically figured out who the killers was. This was a blind watch. I make it my duty, my job to figure out who's the killer by the end of the movie or pretty much before, you know, the third act. I love those Guess Who movies. It's just like a fun game trying to figure it out, and all the clues led to the husband and his previous, you know, his true fiance. Now this was probably predictable for a lot of other people as well. This was not that difficult to figure out, I guess, if you truly think about it. So I don't want to give myself too much credit, but I do want people to know how I would approach a movie like this. There was a lot of misdirections going on, but when I thought about it, I was like, the motives weren't strong enough to kill, even though they were putting it right in front of us, like force feeding us these distractions. Who were the true killers? It was like major efforts put for the cover up, and I give the movie credit for that. I do have some notes here that I was, you know, basically, you know, like I just said, the movie, they had a whole bunch of people, none of them liked each other, so that was the misleading part, you know, that was intentional. One, and I do realize that there is a third movie coming out around now, right? Sometime in October. Yeah, the third one should be out pretty soon. This is the very end of September 27th to be exact. So I don't know when I'll get this movie out or when I'll finish editing this so it could be released. But yeah, the timing was, you know, impeccable for this. Most of these actors, they have really large and great backgrounds, so they've been doing this for a while, so no need to explain how good the acting was. It was really good. You know, my bias judgment is gonna come out. I do like these Guess Who or Clue movies. Yeah, they're really good. They're amongst my favorite genres of movies. That was cold-blooded. I mean, this movie did show what people would do for love, and not only what they would do for love, but to secure their love, you know, financially. They didn't want to have no more worries, and there sure is a disgusting side to the love thing. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling because I could go on and on about these type of movies. Each part that I dissected, was this really that clever or was it that obvious? You know, you guys, please let me know in the comments, because I thought this was a well put together movie. I'm trying to figure out, did I leave anything out? I'm trying to make sure before I end the video. You know, the locations was beautiful, like I was explaining during the movie. The third one, from what I seen from the trailers, because these trailers are all over the place now. You click on a YouTube video, you're gonna get a movie trailer. But from what I seen, it just seemed like they were taking a different direction, going to maybe toward the apparitions type of paranormal activity style in the third one. I don't know how I feel about that one, but being that these first two was straight knockouts, I'm gonna have high hopes for the third one. All right, so I'm gonna end the video now. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I'm Easy11. Thank you for checking out my channel. Randomly react and review first. And to the next time, stay safe and stay smart.